They didn't choose you because you were weak. They chose you because you were light, and they were starving for it. You thought your empathy could heal them. They thought your empathy was theirs to consume. Seneca once said, "He who suffers before it is necessary, suffers more than necessary." That's what being an empath in a narcissist's world feels like. You suffer twice, once from their chaos, and once from your hope to change them. Empaths and narcissists orbit each other like planets fated to collide. One feels everything too much. The other feels nothing by choice. You pour love like water into a void, and it disappears every time. You start explaining, fixing, forgiving, believing your love can thaw what's frozen. But to a narcissist, empathy isn't warmth, it's leverage. Your kindness becomes their weapon. Your silence becomes their validation. The Stoics warned against attachment to what's outside our control, and no person is further outside your control than one who refuses self-awareness. Here's the cruel trick. At first, they mirror you. They reflect your values, your dreams, your light, until you believe you've met your match. But slowly, they replace your reflection with theirs. Your needs shrank. Your voice fades. You start apologizing for existing too loudly. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." But when you live in a narcissist's shadow, your soul becomes dyed with their chaos, until you forget what your own peace looked like. The Stoics didn't teach detachment as coldness. They taught it as clarity. You cannot save someone who feeds on the very empathy that breaks you. You cannot reason with a storm. You step back, you observe, you rebuild your center. The Stoic way isn't to fight the narcissist, it's to withdraw their supply, to stop reacting, stop explaining, stop giving them the power to define your worth, because silence, to the self-absorbed, is starvation. Healing from this kind of relationship isn't about revenge, it's about return. Return to your own energy, your own boundaries, your own calm. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself," and that mastery begins when you stop negotiating your peace. You don't have to prove your goodness to someone addicted to control. You don't have to be less kind, just more discerning. The world doesn't need you dimmed, it needs you wise. The moment you stop chasing their approval, you'll feel something strange, stillness. At first, it feels empty. Then, it feels holy. That's the freedom the Stoics spoke of. Not freedom from people, but freedom from needing them to validate your worth. So, let the narcissist chase new mirrors. Let them keep seeking reflections they can't sustain. You rebuild your inner fortress, quiet, grounded, untouchable. And maybe, just maybe, this was never about saving them. Maybe it was always about finding yourself again. So ask yourself, are you still trying to be understood, or are you finally ready to be free?